Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review video on the e.l.f. Putty Blush. So if you want to know what I think about it and if it's worth the hype or not, then please keep on watching. But before we get on with the video, don't forget to subscribe and push your bell notifications to notify you whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to follow me on any other social medias, I'll have that floating somewhere on the screen as well as linked down below in the description box. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to be trying out the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is what it looks like, and I got it in this kind of a color, but I don't know what the shade is. So I don't know what the shade is, and because I threw away the box, but this is what the color is. When I figure out what the shade is, I will leave the shade name in the description box, or I'll have it floating somewhere here. But anyways, this is the Putty Blush. So basically it's in like the same kind of consistency as their Putty Primer. So essentially it's a cream blush, and it looks like that. And as you can tell, I have used it, and spoiler alert, I love it. I didn't think I would, because I never really used cream blushes before, because I never know how to use it. I just use powder blushes. But this, it's really, really good. So I'm going to demonstrate it in two different ways on my face. So on this side, I'm going to pat it with my finger and then blend it out with a sponge, which is my favorite way to do it. And then on this side, I'm going to try to use like a dense powder brush type thing. Put it on this side just to show you what are the different ways to apply it and what kind of finish you're going to get when you do so. So the first time I'm going to do it is I'm going to be using my finger, and then the sponge that I'm going to be using to blend it out is the Real Techniques sponge. I like to use this flat edge part to blend it out onto my skin. So I'm going to, it's kind of hard because I have nails today, but essentially I just kind of like rub my finger in there like that, and then I get it on my finger. And initially, yes, it's gonna look a little scary and very pigmented, but once you blend it out, it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm just going to put it on my cheeks, just pat it, and then we're going to take the sponge to seamlessly blend it out like that. Do you see that? And then I'm just going to build it up. I like a lot of blush. I'm a very blush person. I feel like a lot of people have been recently. But if you don't, then you can obviously put less amount or more amount, however you would like. I just love blush, and I think it makes a whole difference in a makeup look when you have blush. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get up close. It's very sheen. There's no shine. It's literally just a blush on your skin that's kind of glossy because it's like a balm, and it doesn't pick up any product. It doesn't pick up a foundation. I know I've heard some people say that some cream blushes, when you put it down on top of your foundation, it picks up the foundation, but this one does not. It just literally seamlessly seeps into the skin, and honestly, it's so beautiful. Like this, if you're my skin tone, get this shade because it's really, really pretty and very, very inexpensive. Just keep on blending and basically building it up. For me, I like to build it up, but you don't have to if you don't like that look. So obviously blush, no blush, blush, no blush. When I use this, I powder my face on top with a loose setting powder. So it, because I'm kind of oily in some areas and I'm wearing masks, so there's no way I'm leaving this creamy. I need it to be set with the powder, but even when you set with the powder, it still peeks through, because that was one of the things that I was worried about with cream blushes, is like after I do it and I put powder on top, wouldn't it just cover it? But no, this actually peeks through a loose setting powder and it looks so beautiful. So I will show that to you in a sec after I find this side. So on this side, I'm going to use a brush. I never really use a brush. I'm going to take this dense powder brush, packer brush. This is by e.l.f. It's a very old brush, so I have no idea if you can even get this, and it doesn't have a name. It literally just says e.l.f. So I'm going to try to use this on this side and see how it works. I feel like it's not very picking up a lot. Oh. Okay, it's not bad. Do I have a different color on this? Oh my god, story of my life. No! Okay, minor setback. We're using a different... I mean, it's kind of dark. Holy crap. Oh no. I didn't want to use this. I don't want to ruin this blush, but I think I might have to. Okay, so I'm going to use this brush instead because I know this is not really dirty. This one is by SMS Glam, and it's their Boss Babe collection, and this is the Buffing Brush BB2. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to take this and try to use this and see if that works. It did coat the brush. Okay, so I don't think... So using a brush, only a brush, it kind of like directly into the product. It doesn't pick up the product that evenly, so it kind of, well, maybe it is. It's just shearing it out so much that I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe it's not that bad. I feel like, I don't know if it's because of the brush that I used earlier, but this is a little bit more true to color than this. So I'm not sure why that is. Like this one's coming off more orange and this one's not. So let me try to put my finger in. So I'm gonna put my finger in first and then dab it. And then I'm gonna blend it out with the brush. So let's try that. Oh, okay. Okay, so it was just my brush earlier that was just dirty. Oh, wow. So it looks beautiful. So I guess you could use it either way. It's a very easy to use product. You can either use a sponge to blend it out or a brush. Personally, for me, I think I'm just going to continue using the sponge. Just because, I don't know, I feel like right now this is working, but I feel like sometimes if my pores are acting up, I feel like using a brush might, oh, actually, you know what I'm noticing though? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but when I use a brush, it kind of picks up the foundation a little bit on this side. Like, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I can definitely see it in person. And then this side didn't. I don't know why that is, but it's not like a crazy. It's just if I'm going to be nitpicky about using a brush, that is one of the things that I do notice, is that this side is kind of being picked up by the brush, which I don't understand how that is. Maybe instead of being picked up, maybe I'm just the pressure of the brush maybe is like moving the blush with the foundation into certain areas, therefore coming off of certain areas, as opposed to the using a sponge is kind of like pressing it into that area, so it's not having a lot of movement. So I think that's what's happening here. So I feel like maybe if you're going to use a brush, just do a tap instead of what I was doing, where I was like buffing it out. But yeah, so that's so far my impression of the Putty primer. What? I keep wanting to say primer. The Putty blush. After I do it on my face, I'm going to come back to you and tell you my last opinions of this product. Okay, so I just finished doing the rest of my face. As you can see, So again, I will remind you that this side is the blush using the sponge. This side is the blush using the brush. I'm going to come a little closer to you. So I did put powder on top. Not gonna lie, I don't know if it's because I put more of the blush on one side than the other, but I didn't put any more than what you guys saw. But I feel like maybe that the one with the brush kind of made it a little bit more pigmented maybe than this side. I'm not really sure. But in my opinion, after looking at it, I feel like they kind of look very similar. The blender definitely does make it a little bit more blown out and more seamless. So if you like the more natural look, then I would definitely suggest using this with a sponge, because it'll blend out the blush a lot more. So it's a lot more lighter coverage. And then if you are more into a little bit more of a heavy blush wear, then you can use the brush to blend it out. Just make sure that when you are using the brush though, to pat, not like buff it out in movement, because when you do that, like you saw earlier, it does kind of pick up and move the foundation as well around, so it doesn't work very well in that way. In my opinion, personally for me, I do like it using the sponge a little bit more than the brush, so but that's just me. I do think that both sides are very beautiful, so I think you can do either way. I will also say that this is very, very buildable, so I did a little bit more of a light hand today, but you can definitely up the product, use more of the product, and up the pigmentation for the blush. And like cream contour and stuff like that, you can also put this as the base and then put your regular powder blush on top, just to kind of like intensify the color. I have done that previously, and I really do like the color and the pigmentation. And it does, I know that when you only use a blush, powder blush, it kind of goes away throughout the day, but I have noticed that if I use this product and then a powder blush over on top, it does last a lot longer. But I feel like that kind of works out with a lot of different makeup products, for like cream contour and then using a powder contour and then cream highlighter and then using a real highlighter on top. It does kind of give that like lasting effect. So those are my thoughts and reviews. Basically, I do think that this is definitely worth the hype, especially for the price, and you do get a lot of product in here. I would highly recommend this to everybody, whether you're oily or dry, because even if you're oily and you use this, you just have to set your face with a really good loose setting powder and you'll use it just fine, and it still peeks through your skin. So I definitely would recommend for any skin type. All in all, I definitely give this product a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend, and you should definitely go pick it up. But yeah, so that is everything that I wanted to let you know about this new e.l.f. Putty Blush and what I think about it. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below what other beauty products would you like me to review next, and I'll definitely get to doing that. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time.